So my first few hours with League of Legends started off with my friend introducing to me to the game. He said, "Hey, is this free-to-play game? It's kind of similar to the other stuff you've been playing, Dota and Han. Let's try it out." And I was like, okay. And then my first game, I picked Gangplank because he looked the coolest and it was free week for him. I load into the game and my entire screen is black. So I can't see anything. I only see minions, towers, and champions. And I'm just like, what is this game? So I go mid, solo mid as Gangplank, start trying to farm. I'm like, this is so boring. Get me out of this game. And then I think I finished it. I don't remember doing much. It wasn't very impactful in my memory past the black screen. I don't recall who I first played when I came back to the game. I know I played a decent amount of Ashe. She was pretty basic. Veigar was really interesting to me. I like throwing the meteors and the one-shotting people. Actually, Kennen was really cool too. It was all the 6300 IP champions that really interested me because they were hard to unlock. They usually had really interesting kits rather than the 450 IP Ashe, who's just volley and arrow, not much of interest. Whereas Kennen had this whole super kit of energy, which is new to me because I've only played champions with mana before that, with like Han and Dota and stuff. There was no energy or zero mana champions in the game. The first champion I started grinding solo queue with was when I was playing mid. It was Brand, and the reason it was Brand was because Reginald's guide came out, and it was kind of teaching you how to play the game. It was like, all right, build this, build this. There was a little section where it was talking about how to play the lane, and this tip I remember specifically was wait for the enemy to go up to CS to throw your abilities out. I started thinking about that actively, and I started hitting all my skill shots, and it just leveled up my game from there. But past mid lane, I started maining Corki and Graves, mainly Corki in the bot lane. I don't know, he was so interesting to me because he had so much damage and he had so much ability that there was no reason not to play him bot. I think a lot of people were playing Vayne back then, but I was the Earth Rider Corki. Well, when I was playing for the first time, the meta was end of season 1 meta. So it was 80 carries bot, mid lane was whatever you could really play, mainly mages. I think the main matchup that I was seeing was Brand versus Morgana. Morgana started to get popular. I don't remember what top lane was. It was probably just the random like Vladimir's, Kennens, Irelia, stuff like that. I would say Corki is a pretty good one to learn. He has kind of been a staple since the game has been released. He has insane damage, he gets nerfed, he gets buffed, training force gets changed, but he's always coming back. He'll always be there, and if you learn him now, you'll probably be pretty good in the AD carry role. I guess the tip would just be conserve your rockets. Don't spam them enough to where you don't have any in any fight. You'll always want to have one on cooldown if you're in a fight, but if you're outside of a fight, never let them go on full cooldown. I wouldn't say I learned too much from someone coming by and trying to help me out much. I did watch a lot of OGN back when it was a little bit less popular. There wasn't as many people watching, but it was kind of thought as the best region because Azubu Blaze came over and destroyed TSM. What was it, 3-0 in the MLG thing? That happened, and then everyone's like, oh, maybe Korea's really good at this game. I would say the most memorable moment was back at Season 4 Worlds, where we got to quarterfinals versus Blue. Not even the match itself, it was more of the positioning on the stage, because the way it was set up, it was like a little booth like we have now, but under the desk there is a little foot-ish stand thing that I could sit back and put my feet on. It felt so nice. I was so comfortable on that stage, and that is my most memorable moment.
A footrest.
Yeah, I actually went home and bought a footrest to kind of replicate that. Yeah, I did. It's really nice. I love it. Yeah, the most memorable venue was the footrest one at Season 4 Worlds, but the biggest one is Katowice. We've been there twice now. Pretty big. I remember walking towards the event because we didn't know there was like a back entrance. It was the first time we were going there, and there was the biggest line ever in the front. You're just like, oh God, we gotta hide. We can't be seen like this. And people just were like, hey, it's Cloud9. It's like, oh my God, no. Yeah, we definitely get recognized wherever we go. We haven't been to weirder places to get recognized. Usually it's some like restaurant or something, just maybe out in the streets. I think we went to a Korean place recently in Santa Monica, and there's this, people were like, hey, it's Cloud9, can we get a signature? It happens pretty frequently. I would say my best fan experience was in Korea. They had it really well set up with the fan meet. We went out to a park as a team, and they just had a bunch of people come out, and they all lined up in front of us and just asked us questions. They had a translator there for us, and we just answered them one by one, and then we all, after we stopped answering questions, we just split up, and they came up to us and asked us for signatures, pictures, and they gave us little, it was like a little doll of us and some other cool stuff. I got like a picture of Tristana because I was playing a lot of Tristana in Korean solo queue, and they noticed that and they're like, Tristana, best champion. It was really cute. I would say the team dynamic for Cloud9 hasn't changed much since our beginnings. I think I'll carry on with all the Cloud9 members as friends.